What compelled you to really truly be an advocate for the trans community?
I basically started as like a club kid. When I set out to New York City, like I really didn't have a full grasp of my identity. I knew how to like blend into society without anyone questioning my gender or my sexuality, but I didn't know how to be authentic. So going into New York and learning the club scene and the show scene and seeing all these amazing personalities really helped me shape, my character and my confidence. I remembered, hearing all the stories of my peers and what they've, experienced at home. I had a very loving, grounded family, but not everyone had that experience. It was sort of like pulling on my heartstrings, just to sit with people that, showed me how to be, fantastic and amazing and, but didn't necessarily have the love and sense of security at home. And so, once I got on television, because I was even they even pushed me to do Drag Race and do all those things. And, I started to see all the comments that would come in and, people's ignorance and adversity was really starting to show through. And that's when I really thought I've got to speak up, I have to give a voice to all of my friends who are there for me, and who don't have a platform and don't have a voice, and then speak to all of this ignorance that's out there. That's what really kind of influenced my thought process. Once I even spoke out against RuPaul and the show and some of the terminology that they use towards trans people, because, I sort of have these triggers, from experiencing things firsthand. People are fascinated. They're like, wow, you're trans, you're so beautiful, or, whatever, however they perceive me. But they don't necessarily see all of the blood, sweat, and tears, that go into it. They don't see just how much courage trans people need to be themselves. We have to really protect all of the work that so many of us have put in order to be able to have platforms and voices and stuff. Because, 10 years ago, it wasn't like this. We've never seen so many LGBT people so visible, so I think our generation right now, it's we have to sort of be the protectors for the future and for, the younger LGBT people who, don't have a voice yet, but are privy to the changes. And, we're creating this path. A lot of people call me a trailblazer, and I agree. But it's we're creating a path for someone else. And, we have to set the tone. We have to make sure that we're ensuring a nice smooth ride for the next generation, and passing down that responsibility in order to set our people free.
Where does your strength come from?
I think I just have I'm very firm in that conviction of I belong here. I belong here. I want to have a great life. I don't want to feel like I've got to sit on the bench and hate myself and hate everyone else. I don't want to go through that. I love people, and I don't love people because they're who I need them to be. No, I love people for exactly how they are. I love creativity. I love individuality. I just get off on that. I get high on that. And so I think I draw a lot of my strength from the knowledge that there are people out there who agree with me. I just have to find them. Not everyone has to be the same, but everyone has something to offer and everyone has something to give. And I just want to discover it.